Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau's seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
Chevy Truck Month at Schottenkirk Chevrolet in Waukee means 0% for 72 months on all 17 Silverados and Colorados. For a limited time, 20% off 17 Cruze, Trax, and Malibu. New 18 Equinox. Power Trucks, $224 per month. 0% for 72 months on a huge selection of 17 Silverado and Colorados. It's Truck Month in Waukee. Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Building a strong community doesn't happen overnight. It takes a vision for the future, the ability to turn a challenge into a success, and individuals who inspire new generations of growth. Greater Des Moines has done a lot of growing over the years, and so have we. At Brick Gentry Law, your success is something that we create together. Thank you for making us a part of your community. Thank you.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us. Or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style.
The value of staying active cannot be overlooked in our lives or our young athletes. However, high-intensity workouts come with the risk of injury. If you or your child have sustained a sports injury, Select Physical Therapy in conjunction with Iowa Ortho are here to help with 2 convenient walk-in locations.
From diagnosis through recovery, you'll be put directly into the hands of experts who will evaluate and treat your sports-related injury.
Call us today for an evaluation.
At Mid-American Energy, part of putting power in your hands is helping to keep families safe. That's why Mid-American provides free educational safety programs to schools, asks you to call 811 before you dig, have annual furnace inspections, and be aware of hazards at home. Mid-American Energy safely delivers electricity and natural gas to us in good times and stormy ones. That's Mid-American Energy.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
I opened the Hearing Clinic to offer patients and their families a positive healthcare experience. If you have trouble hearing clearly at church, at the movies, watching TV, or with your friends and family in a group conversation, what are you waiting for? In less than half an hour, we can give you peace of mind and answer any questions that you may have. Call us today to schedule your appointment. The Hearing Clinic, 515-440-3323. We listen, you hear.
Many times at the Lodge of Ashworth, new members come to us from their big, beautiful homes. They find our spacious 2- and 3-bedroom suites to be an ideal fit. We have a limited number of these larger and penthouse-style suites, perfect for the retiring executive style living. We have suites ready for immediate move-in, or we can help you customize. The Lodge of Ashworth is all-inclusive, no surprise additional fees or upcharges. Call us today for a private tour and ask us about our flexible pricing plans. Many times at the Lodge of Ashworth, new members come to us from their big, beautiful homes. They find our spacious 2- and 3-bedroom suites to be an ideal fit. We have a limited number of these larger and penthouse-style suites, perfect for the retiring executive style living. We have suites ready for immediate move-in, or we can help you customize. The Lodge of Ashworth is all-inclusive, no surprise additional fees or upcharges. Call us today for a private tour and ask us about our flexible pricing plans.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Johnston Stadium here at Johnston High School. And we are going to be bringing you some exciting CIML high school girls soccer action here this evening on CISN.TV. Should be a great one as we feature the home team, number 8 ranked Johnston, taking on the number 2 team in Class 3A, defending runners-up from a year ago, West Des Moines Valley. Thanks for joining us wherever you may be on this windy evening, although much better than we've had the last couple of weeks, so I guess we can't be too picky this time of year when you never know what you're going to get weather-wise. But it is a little chilly. Temperatures in the mid-50s right now, but very, very breezy and windy out there, which makes joined by John Sheraton, otherwise known as Shedsy. And hey, Shedsy, thanks for joining us. Good to have you up here. And folks, if you've never heard Shedsy talk, you're in for a treat. You're going to love it.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. I'm really excited tonight to watch the game. Lots of talented soccer players on our hands this evening.
Absolutely. We mentioned number 8 ranked Johnston. They're 1-1 so far this season. And West Des Moines Valley, they were runners-up at state a year ago, a 1-0 loss in that championship soccer match to Ames. And they are 2-0 on the season coming into this one. And they did get a little bit of revenge early in this season already. They beat Ames, 3-2 just recently.
Yeah, really excited for the Valley girls this year. They have a really key player that's back for them this year, coming back from an ACL tear, actually, Libby Helverson. She's going to be playing for Drake University next year when she graduates, so she's going to make a big difference to the Valley Tigers tonight, I think.
We've actually got several players that you're going to see throughout this soccer match that are committed to play at the next level, which is fantastic. And Shedsy, before we went on the air, we were talking about some of these kids and just the history of these programs, and a lot of talent amongst these two schools over the years.
Yeah, it's a great credit to the clubs that they've come through, Johnston Urbandale Soccer Club, West Des Moines Soccer Club, and then obviously Sporting Iowa is the pinnacle for where these kids play. So some great student athletes, which is really, really encouraging.
And I know you're very involved in that club yourself, and I know you've had hands-on access with most of the girls we're going to see on both sides of the pitch tonight.
Yeah, it's great to see. There's going to be some rivalry out there where a lot of these guys they play club together, and then they come out this evening, and they're going to be going at it tonight, which is great.
All right, well, let's take a look at the starters. You're seeing them on your screen right now being introduced and shaking hands with the officials and each other. So let's start out with the West Des Moines Valley Tigers. As I said, they are number 2 ranked in the state, 2-0 so far on this young season. And they're going to start out with Libby Halverson, who you heard Shedsy talk about. She's a senior forward. I imagine we'll see her and hear her name a lot tonight. Another very talented player for the Tigers, number 6, Abby Van Weingarten. Plays a little mid and a little forward. She's a junior. Number 7 will be Megan Nelson. She's a junior forward. Number 8 will be defensive player Sydney Fisher. She's a senior. Number 10 will be Blake Morrow, another defensive player. She's a junior. Another couple defensive players here. Number 13, Alyssa Knudsen, a sophomore. Number 15, Lily Overstreet, a sophomore. Also number 17, forward, who will call a lot tonight, one of the returning leaders from last year's team, Hannah Olson, a senior. Number 19 is Sydney Sharp, forward midfielder, sophomore. Number 20, Mackenzie Olson, a sophomore defender. And the goalkeeper for the Tigers will be Leanne Grandia, and she is a senior. We're going to allow you to enjoy the national anthem here, and then we'll look at the starters for the Johnston Dragons coming up. All right, and welcome back here to this press box here high above Johnston Stadium. Beautiful, brand new Johnston Stadium and Johnston High School here. Just a beautiful, beautiful complex. All right, let's look at the starters for the Johnston Dragons, and they're going to start out with Macy Thompson, number 4 in white. She is a junior midfield forward. Number 7, Kaylee Garcia. She's a senior midfield forward. Number 8, Kate Bonnet, also a senior midfield forward. Number 10, Lydia Smith is a defensive player. Catherine Chapman will be wearing number 11 for Johnston, and she is a junior midfielder. Brooke McKee, a senior, sophomore mid. Number 15 is Claire Berger. She's a defensive senior. Number 16 will be Carter Holton, junior midfield. Number 19, Natalie Voss, senior defender. Number 21 is Kirsten Bear, junior defensive player. And the goalkeeper for the hometown Dragons will be junior Sophie Maris. So those are the starters for Johnston. They are coached by Maddie Smith. And the Tigers of West Des Moines Valley coached by Rob Chapman. So needless to say, Shedzi, this would be a huge win early in the season for Johnston, should they be able to pull this off.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be tough for them tonight, but I think they've got some key players that in attacking areas like Caitlin Bonnet and Kaylee Garcia that can cause some problems. But it's going to be tough to keep out these Valley Tigers.
It is. What do you think are some big keys to the game on each side of the pitch?
I think obviously the attacking weapons that that Valley have in terms of Abby Van Weingarten, Hannah Olsen on the ball right now, Libby Helverson, Meg Nelson, some really, really strong attacking players. So I think it will be a little bit where they're going to have to defend really well tonight, Johnston, and then really look after the ball and use it well when they have it and see if they can counter it a little bit. I think it might be a little bit on the counter-attack tonight from Johnston.
So we are underway here at Johnston High School on CISN.TV. Thanks for joining us. My name is Jamie Brockman, joined by Shedzi, John Sheraton on the broadcast here, and running the camera and producing things for us tonight is Peter Tarpey. It's a chilly night here at Johnston Stadium, but spring sooner or later is going to show its face and stick around for good. We're able to get the temperatures during the day, but boy, nighttime, especially when it's windy like this, still makes it feel quite not like spring. So how important is the wind in this match tonight?
I think it will play a little bit of a part, but I think both teams pretty much try to keep the ball on the ground and try to play attractive soccer. So I don't think it will have that much of an impact really in terms of how long and often the ball will be in the air.
All right. Well, we're just over a minute or so into the contest here, and back and forth so far. Nobody's really had much of an attack. There you see a nice defensive challenge by Johnson over there in the far corner, and then out of bounds we'll have a throw in for the Dragons.
Looks like the Valley Tigers are setting up, so it looked like a 3 at the back, so they might be playing a 3-5-2. I know Coach Chapman has had a real success over the years with that kind of formation. And here's Hannah Olsen now, who's going to be a big threat on the counter there. Good goalkeeping by Sophie.
Yep, good job to come out and challenge there. by the Dragon goalkeeper, Sophie Maris, a junior. You know, that's you live and you die by that, so to speak.
Yes.
You want to see your goalkeeper aggressive like that, not afraid to come out on those balls, but sometimes it'll burn you.
Yeah, Sophie's very, very aggressive off the line, so starting position is going to be really key for her tonight as well with the pace that Valley have up top. So any balls that get played in behind, Sophie Maris is going to have to be really on her toes to try and cut some of those balls out.
Maris with the save and the punt. Now Johnston looking to set up an attack here on the far side of the field from the right corner. Cross. Here's a shot and an early goal by Johnston. How about that? That's exactly what the Dragons needed right there.
Yeah, great ball in from Captain Chapman. Looks like the wind may have played a little bit of the part there over the Valley goalkeeper. But somebody picking up the pieces, I'm not sure who scored the goal.
Now, sometimes from up here it's difficult to see.
Yeah, I think it was actually Brooke McKee.
Okay.
From midfield joining the attack. So that's a great start from Johnston.
And she's just a sophomore for the Dragons.
Yeah, excellent start for Johnston.
Where's number 12? Leading goal scorer for Johnston so far this year is Maya McDermott. She has 2 goals and an assist. She led the team last year with 30 goals for Johnston.
Yeah, picked up an injury last week, Maya did. She'll be a big miss for the Dragons for sure. Hopefully she can get healthy and have a big say in what Johnston do this year.
And she's only a sophomore, so
yes.
You're going to be hearing a lot from her here once she gets healthy again this year and the next couple of years to come. Ball trickles into the goal there, and keeper punts it away. Now a good battle right there at midfield. Valley defense picks it up, drops it. Nice defensive work there by the Tigers. Over to the far side.
Good hold-up play by Megan Nelson there.
Johnston able to gain control again. See if they can set up another one into the corner.
Yeah, Caitlin Bonnet is dropping in from an attacking position into midfield and picking up balls there. They'll have to be keeping an eye on that, Valley will.
Nice footwork into the middle. Valley there to break it up on defense. Boot it back the other way. Back to the keeper. Johnston still in control. Pushing and shoving here on the sideline, and out of bounds. We'll have a throw in, and it'll be Valley throw in.
I'm not sure what the referee saw there.
Oh, actually, they called a penalty, didn't they?
Yeah, free kick.
So free kick for Valley.
So Valley have sent Sydney Fisher, the big centre back up, who's really, really good in the air, and Hannah Olsen is too. So Johnston will have to defend well. Great header there by Kirsten Barr.
Back to the outside. Into the middle. Valley. Looked like maybe an opening, but Johnston there to take it away. Intercepted again by the Tigers. They're setting up here on the left side.
Good defending there by Lydia Smith on Abby Van Weingarten.
And here come the Tigers now on defense, setting it up here midfield. Takeaway by Johnston.
Some nice tidy link-up play from Johnston there between McKee, Holton, and Garcia. Linking up well. They're certainly looking to cause the Tigers a little bit of trouble here when they have good possession of the ball. Good tackle there.
Yeah, Johnston is, they're bringing it right at Valley here. They've got the early 1-0 lead on that goal by Brooke McKee. Sophomore midfielder for Johnston. Found the net around the 37-minute mark here in the first half.
Yeah, really good finish as it came off the post from McKee there. It was bouncing at an awkward height and really, really controlled. Good finish.
So it's 1-0. Johnston leading 33-25 and counting to go here in the first half of play. Valley, of course, in your black and orange. Johnston in their home white. Here's Valley going to work now to the outside left. Great job there on defense to interrupt that one and get it out of play by Claire Berger, senior defense player, staying with that one.
Yeah, playing as a centre back now, Claire has, who's normally for most of her career played as an outside back on the right hand side, but showing that she's pretty versatile now as a senior and going in and helping out as a centre back now.
So throw in from the corner here for Valley. Good job taking it away by Johnson, coming down the sideline, carrying the ball now into the middle. Little miscommunication there. It looked like it was going to be there, but let it go a little early maybe.
Good defending again by Kirsten Barr. Actually going up against a club teammate there in Meg Nelson. So they'll know each other pretty well.
And again, as we said at the top of the broadcast, a lot of these girls know each other well from club play, growing up, playing against each other, playing with each other over the years.
Yeah, it's a friendly rivalry. I'm sure they stick together when they're on the club teams, but tonight it will be a little bit of a different picture out here. Dangerous ball in there. Good defending again, though.
Yeah, great defending there. Taking away the shot opportunity for Valley. Out in the corner. It's going to be a throw-in for the Tigers. 31 and a half minutes remain in the first half here at Johnston High School. 1-0. Johnson leading number 2 ranked Valley. Out the back. And that'll be a corner kick here for Valley.
Yeah, Abby Van Weingarten will be taking on, it looks like Libby Helverson. Or Abby. Yeah, Abby's dangerous, but plays it short to Libby Helverson.
There's the shot. Nice save.
Yeah, really good take by Sophie there.
Sophie Maris, the goalkeeper for Johnson. She punts it away. Johnson looking to gain control and set something up. Valley defense making sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, well played by Lily Overstreet there. Got herself out of trouble.
Right up the middle. Nice header right at midfield.
Here's where Valley will try to get the overload here with 2v1 situations from their wide players. Who've done really well there, Alyssa Knudsen. So Johnston are going to have to be really wary of that in terms of where Kathleen Chapman is playing right now in terms of helping out Lydia Smith a little bit more defensively.
Shot from the corner picked up again by Sophie Maris, the Johnson goalkeeper. Nice defense once again by Johnson. Taking it away.
Yeah, some really good hold-up play by Caitlin Bonnet again. She's having a real impact on this game when the ball's coming into her.
Ball rolling over to the far corner, and Valley turns and kicks it out. Throw in Johnson over on the far sideline. 29 and a half minutes and counting remain here in the first half of play. It's Johnson 1, number 8 Johnson, leading number 2 West Des Moines Valley, 1-0. Thanks for joining us on CISN.TV. One of many big matches this season for both of these teams.
Yeah, there's a lot of good high school teams out there this year.
Coming up Tuesday, Johnson will be at Mason City. That's kind of a lengthy road trip for the Dragons. And then next Monday, the 30th, they'll be hosting number 7 ranked Dowling. And then on May 4th, they get the pleasure of going to the defending champion, Ames.
Yeah, the Dowling matchup's always a very good game as well.
Mentioned Valley falling to Ames in the 3A championship match last year, just 1-0, but they did get some revenge. They beat Ames 3-2 in a rematch early this season.
Yeah, Ames's program has done really, really well the last couple of years at the high school level especially.
Well, last year, if I recall, correct me if I'm wrong, Shedzy, but Ames, I believe, entered the state tournament unranked, if I recall, or much of the season they were unranked, and they came away the champs.
Yeah, they're a little bit of a surprise package, but some good players there, though.
Here's
really
Johnston
nice
with the through ball. Can she get there?
Really nice link-up play by Garcia and Thompson again there.
Yep. Leanne Grandia, the goalkeeper for Valley. Here come the Tigers.
Very tricky player, Sydney Sharp, good with both feet, so she can beat players left and right. She's going to be key for them tonight too.
Here's the cross into the middle, got a foot on it, but a little dribbler right to the keeper there.
Yeah, didn't quite connect that with Helverson. Good ball in by Hannah Olsen.
You see a lot in soccer where obviously a player, prefers to use the right foot or the left foot, but I mean, honestly, how important is it to be able to use both feet and be able to make moves like we just saw over in the corner?
Yeah, it's definitely an advantage. I know when we work with our kids at younger age groups, we really encourage them to work with both feet, especially like players like Sydney. When she's attacking, Sydney Sharp, if she can beat players on the left side or the right side, it really becomes a bigger decision to make for the person that's defending them.
Johnston throw in.
Also makes them really versatile in terms of where they can play them too.
Switching fields now over to the far side.
That's good defended by Macy Thompson. She's going to, like I said earlier, between Macy Thompson and Catherine Chapman, they're going to have to really do some work off the ball in terms of defending and helping out the left back and the right back for Johnston.
And really, so far they've answered the call. The Johnston defense has been very strong so far through the first 15 minutes or so of this match.
Yeah, there's that little pocket that I was talking about earlier as well, where Caitlin Bonnet just starts high and then drops into the little gap in between the midfield and the back. And she's picking up the balls there and getting turned quite nicely. She's doing a good job for Johnston there.
Good defense once again there by Johnston, breaking up a possible run by Valley. 25-35 left to go. First half here in Johnston. It's number 8 Johnston 1 and number 2 Valley nothing. Early goal, few minutes into the contest, by Brooke McKee, sophomore mid for Johnston. Really, Johnston doing a pretty good job keeping the ball on their end of the field.
Yeah, good play by Garcia again. Ball coming into her, allowing a little bit of time for the Johnston Dragons to get up the field a little bit, take off a bit of the pressure.
Valley switches it over, far side again. Up the sideline. Booted back by Johnston. Keeper will come out and pick, or actually, her own teammate kicked it back there, so she's can't use the hands on that one.
No. Here's Blake Morrow. Blake's a very versatile player as well, can play anywhere across the back, can play in midfield. Really, really strong player. Good with both feet, good in the air. Here's Sydney Sharp again, like we just talked about, being able to beat players both sides.
Nice pass to the outside there by Valley. Into the corner, there's a shot, and nice save there at the net.
Good save.
Sophie Maris, another nice save there for Johnston.
Yeah, Hannah Olsen's causing trouble. That's 2 or 3 times now she's got in around the back and putting some good deliveries. It's just waiting for someone to finish one there for the Tigers.
Just under 24 minutes left in this first half. Again, Johnston leading 1-0 here over Valley. 2 top 10 teams in the state, Class 3A, in the latest Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union rankings that came out earlier this week. Johnston ranked number 8. They're 1-1 this year, and West Des Moines Valley 2-0 so far. They're ranked number 2, and Tigers are looking to get back and play for that 3A championship again.
Yeah, I think
they'll
be one of the favorites this year going into it.
Waukee, number 1 ranked team in 3A girls, and obviously when you're in this area, you know, they're going to be no strangers with each other come state tournament time.
No, again, a lot of these kids know each other through the club system, also the Olympic development program. A lot of them will play on the same teams in terms of the state program. So again, they have good knowledge of each other, and you know, they're teammates one day and then they're rivals the next, which is a great thing. Good play by Carter Holton there.
Off the goal kick. Takeaway by Valley. Into the middle. Brings it to the outside.
Olsen again trying to get one-on-one with players. She's dangerous.
Turns, shoots. Little wide on that one.
Yeah, she's starting to get into the game a little bit now, Hannah Olsen is. Being a real threat for the Tigers here now.
Senior forward for the Tigers. That's her 3rd or 4th shot in this first half so far.
Yeah, she's going to be going playing in North Dakota in college.
Only 1 goal so far this year for Olsen, but obviously a player that you have to watch at all times, as you've seen so far in the first 20 minutes of this one.
Yeah, I would say I've coached Hannah. She's a great kid. The one slight, you know, critique you could give about her is probably she could score more goals. Gets herself in great opportunities, but again, you know, that will come with age. But she's a brilliant athlete and an absolutely fantastic kid. So, you know, I think we're all about promoting the student athlete, not just the athlete. She's a great kid.
Long shot there by Johnson, picked up by Grandia. Just about halfway through this first half of action. 21 minutes remain. 1-0. Johnson with the advantage here over Valley.
Good defending there by Mackenzie Olsen.
Throw in coming for Johnson over in the far sideline. Nice job of defending the throw there.
So I believe we just had the substitute before. I think Emma Tractor came in and Michaela Gibson, I believe, for the Dragons. That looks like a foul.
Yep.
Yeah, good play again by Garcia. Garcia's having a real impact in the game tonight. Yeah, I think Coach Smith, I think Garcia was looking to try and take a quick free kick there, but with some instruction from Matty, Coach Smith, he wants to get probably some of his better players that can head the ball into the penalty area.
So a free kick here for Johnson. Into the middle. Intercepted by Valley.
Well, one back again by McKee there.
To the outside. Good job staying with her there, the defender for Valley over in that far corner.
Yeah, I think the referee's a little bit too hasty on his whistle there. I think it's pretty clean play by both girls there.
Yep.
Meg Nelson's been very quiet for Valley tonight. As I said that, she just gave a free kick away.
Yep. You jinxed her.
Yeah,
it's like basketball. You talk about a good free throw shooter, and then
I know.
then you ice them. They miss.
Yeah.
19 minutes remain in the first half here at Johnston High School. 1-0. Hometown Johnson leads it over number 2 ranked Valley. Valley's had a few opportunities, but some good goalkeeping by Johnson.
Here's the danger. Great defending by Emma Tractor. I think they're trying to get Hannah Olsen isolated 1v1 just to use her strength and her power and her pace. But tremendous defending there by Emma Tractor.
Valley to throw it in over on the far side. Battle right on the sideline. Johnston able to clear it away. Valley now. Good job again, Johnston taking that one away. Not allowing an attack by the Tigers.
No, good defending. Good group defending there.
Drop back to the keeper.
One in the air by McKee. One of her great strengths, that is, Jamie, being able to head the ball and take it out of the air. Brooke McKee. Some really good link-up play. Thompson's getting in down the left here.
Here comes the cross. Nice job there, getting in front of that one by the Valley defender over there on the far sideline.
Yeah, Mackenzie Olsen did great.
Nearing 17 minutes to play in the first half. Still 1-0. Johnston, home team in white. Valley, the road team in this one in the black and orange.
There's Nevada Voss on the ball, young freshman. It's good to see young players getting the opportunity at the high school level.
Absolutely. And you see, several young players on both sides that see significant time.
Yeah, so you've actually got the two kids that play together as freshmen in their club team, Nevada Voss and CJ Johnston, both in the game now as freshmen and playing against each other. It's great. If you're old enough, you're good enough, I would say.
That's right. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in here on the near sideline for the Tigers. So far, that early goal about 3 minutes in, big in this one by Johnston, and defense has been able to hold that 1-0 lead at this point.
Yeah, Johnston have done a good job defending. It'd be interesting to see, though. There's not been many games played, and especially in the wide areas, what the fitness levels will be of the players, just in terms of really it's early days in terms of their match fitness. So that might take a little bit of a might impact the game a little bit later on. So it might open up a little bit more.
They're probably early in the season like this, thankful it's not 80 degrees out there right now.
Yeah, certainly. Good defending there by Kirsten Byer on the covering round.
And Valley will chase this one down. They'll drop it back to the keeper.
Coach Matty Smith is trying to get his girls to get out a little bit quicker there so they can condense the play a little bit in midfield. Good play again by McKee and by Garcia. That's really, really nice link-up play.
A little too much on that one. Looking to the corner for Johnston. 14:45 and counting remains first half. 1-0 Johnston with the lead over Valley here on CISN.TV. With Shedsy, my name is Jamie Brockman. We're glad you're with us on this Friday night.
Could be worse ways to spend a Friday night, Jamie.
Absolutely, yes. And just a tremendous facility here at Johnston High School, as are most of the schools around the metro now with newer facilities. But it's my first trip into Johnston Stadium, and very impressive.
Yeah, my first time in the new stadium too. Quite the facility.
Yep. Throw in for Valley. Nice challenge on defense there again by Johnston. Drops it back.
Good play again by Sydney Sharp. The ability, like we talked about, in terms of being able to use both feet. Really good starting position, Jamie, from the goalkeeper there, like I talked about a little bit earlier.
Yep.
Very, very aggressive off her line, Sophia Maris is.
Won by Johnston right at midfield.
This could be trouble. Well played again by Sydney. That was actually CJ on the ball, CJ Johnston. Claire Berger on the cover there for Johnston, really good defending. Halverson just nicked it away from Tractor, but the second defender there by Claire Berger getting across and helping her team out. Really, really good defending.
12:40 left in the first half. If you're just joining us, it's 1-0. Number 8, Johnston, leading number 2, Valley. And the one goal scored by Brooke McKee, sophomore midfielder for the Dragons, about three and a half minutes into this first half of play.
Well played again by Caitlin Bonnet. And great link-up play again by Garcia.
Trying to push it through down the corner. And Valley will let that one go out. No, they did. They put it back in. Okay, goal kick. There we go.
Yeah.
12 minutes left in the half.
Good to see both teams trying to play as well in terms of getting into feet and combination play. This is where Olsen can be dangerous when she gets 1v1 and just her pace and her power again.
Look at her run right by the defender. Yep. Olsen setting up, shot. And, ricochets off the keeper and the rebound.
Meg Nelson, I believe, got the rebound.
Yep. Nelson there for the rebound and puts it in for Valley, and they tie this one up 1-1.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I think, trying to get Olsen isolated 1v1 is going to be the plan from Coach Chapman, I believe. And again, just the pace and the power there, that's really, really difficult to defend against. And Meg Nelson doing what every good striker should do, is follow up in the shots. And I said she's been very quiet tonight, Meg, and now she's got a goal.
Yeah, so many times, Shedzi, you'll see where sometimes the rebounders aren't there. They give up on it, and that's exactly why you don't do that. That's why you go until the whistle, right. And opportunities like that will present themselves.
Yeah.
And great job of being right place, right time by Megan Nelson, the junior forward for Valley. The equalizer at 1-1.
The garbage goals, we call them, Jamie.
Yep. Hey, in the stat book, it shows us a goal either way, right? Yep. Just under 11 minutes to play here in the first half. 1-1 contest. It's been a good one between Valley and Johnston.
Yeah, probably on reflection in terms of the chances that Valley have created, and it's probably a fair reflection, 1-1 at the moment. Some fresh legs in for Johnston here.
Grace Matera, a senior forward, number 9, checking in for Valley.
And it looks like Carter Holton and Anna Zinzelmeyer. Great to see back. Anna had the unfortunate injury of a ACL tear, so missed her senior club season. She tore it, I think it was last year in the Dowling game. Really good to see Anna back. Really, really tough competitor. You hate to see kids get injured, but it's great when they come back.
Absolutely, and that's not a easy injury to come back from as a soccer player. I mean, obviously you use the ACL and the legs a lot, and
yeah, unfortunately it's appearing more often than not, especially in the women's game, the girls' game.
Nice kick down the sideline.
Yeah, good play there by Carter Holton.
In
Chapman.
the middle. Johnston with an opportunity here. Rolls into the box and picked up by Grandia. She'll send it out wide.
Yeah, good combination play again by Johnston. Lily Overstreet really, really good player again. Lily she can play in multiple positions. A little bit surprised that she hasn't joined the attack a little bit more so far tonight.
Nice challenge there by Johnston right here on the sideline. Quick throw in by Valley. Good job of using each other there. Drop it back. Now they'll switch it over to the far side.
Good play again by Carter Houghton and Kaylee Garcia and Bonnet. Looks like they're interchanging their positions quite a bit, Garcia and Bonnet. That's causing the back line for Valley some problems.
Roller down the sideline, out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for the Tigers. 7:40 left to go here in the first half at Johnston Stadium. 1-1. Johnston Valley all tied up. Johnston had the early advantage, scoring a few minutes in, and then took Valley a while, but they were able to score off a rebound with Megan Nelson.
Here's where they can be dangerous again on the counter-attack with just the pace that they have. Van Wyden out to Nelson, just showing how quick she is.
Chases it down. Cross into the middle. Nice break up by Johnson. Able to clear it out. Valley wins it back. That's Megan Nelson. She scored the equalizer. There's a shot, and nice recovery and save there at the net by Maris. 6:40 left in the half. 1-1.
Starting to get Abby Van Weingarten and Megan McNelson into the game a lot more now, Valley.
Yeah, Van Weingarten, a very talented player for the Tigers. She wears number 6. She's a junior.
Yeah, she's gonna continue her soccer career at Iowa State University. They're very excited to have her coming in.
More substitutes coming in. Sydney Fisher, one of the starters on defense, back in for
Here's
Valley.
An opportunity now for Bonnet. Well dealt with by the goalkeeper. Now is this where Lily can start to use her pace a little bit and join. Lovely play by Van Weingarten and Sharp there. Really good combination play.
Back to Van Weingarten in the middle.
Good.
Can't quite get to it.
Good cover from Lydia Smith there.
Ooh, nice contact on the sideline. And it'll be a throw-in. Johnson. 5:20 to go first half. 1-1 here at Johnston Stadium. Number 8, Johnson. Number 2, Valley. Tigers setting it up to the outside. Nice touch there to the middle. Johnson with a big clear down the field.
Yeah.
And they'll let that roll into the box where the keeper will pick it up.
Good defending by Berger. It's just gone a little bit scrappy for the last couple of minutes, Jamie. I think maybe the tired legs getting to half-time. The fitness levels, again, like I talked about earlier.
Early season, as we talked about. Both teams only a couple of matches so far. Johnson at 1-1, Valley at 2-0. One of those Valley wins, a 4-3 win over defending state champion Ames, who took that title away from Valley last spring. Championship match. Here's Valley with opportunity. Nelson tackled from behind.
Yeah, good defending there by Michaela Gibson.
Valley still in control. And Johnston will clear it out of bounds. So Valley will throw it in here on the near sideline with 3:40 to go in the first half. 1-1. Ooh, close there.
Yeah, good defending again in terms of the shape from Johnston there. Here's where Halverson is dangerous.
Nice turn and shot there. Had a lot on that one and a great save by Maris.
Yeah, very good save by Sophia Maris there.
Three minutes remain in the first half. 1-1.
Just starting to grow into the game a little bit more now that the Tigers are. Good defending by Sydney Fisher.
It always amazes me some of the contact they let go and some of the times they blow the whistle, but you can hear anytime somebody goes down, you've got somebody complaining on either side of the ball.
Absolutely, it's a tough job for the guys in the middle.
It is, absolutely. And that one will be off Johnston on the far sideline. Throw in for Valley. 2:10 to go in the half. 1-1.
I think Coach Matty Smith would be quite happy getting in at 1-1 right now.
And that'll go out the back. So it'll be a goal kick for the Dragons with 1:50 to go in the half. Johnston scored first in this one, about 3.5 minutes in. And then Valley scored the equalizer around the 11-minute to go mark in the half. And we'll see if either team can capitalize here in the final 90 seconds of this first half. Into the box, picked up by Maris. 1:20 left. Ball has been on Valley's end a lot more the second part of the first half.
Yeah, definitely has. Really bright start from Johnston. Taking their chance when they're on top too, and some really good link-up play with Bonnet and Garcia. And
there's a foul.
But now Valley have really come strong into the second part of the half.
Free kick here for Valley.
Yeah, Van Weingarten, really good delivery of a ball here.
Right at the keeper, Maris. 40 seconds until halftime.
Just need to be a little bit away from the keeper in that area where it's going to make the keeper make a decision.
Ball won by Van Weingarten there right at midfield.
Oh, tremendous play by Abby Van Weingarten.
To the outside. Now to the middle, but nobody there for Valley. Taken away by Johnston. Back to Valley, though.
I think she's got to be offside there.
15 seconds remain in the half.
Good defending by Zinzelmeyer there, Hannah. She looked pretty much offside to me.
It'll stay with Valley, but not going to be able to do much with it here. By the time they chase it down, they may not even get it into play, and I don't think they will.
No, she's quick, but she's not that quick.
So that's going to end a pretty exciting first half of action here at Johnston Stadium, and we're going to halftime just like we started, all tied up. 1-1 between number 8 Johnston and number 2 ranked West Des Moines Valley. We hope you're enjoying this contest on CISN.TV, and this is the first of much more to come here during the spring sports season. We've got some track and field to come your way. We've got some more boys and girls soccer action we'll be bringing you throughout the spring. And, of course, once we get to the state level, we'll have some of that coverage for you as well. So, just keep us dialed in here and keep a close watch. You can check them out on Twitter or Facebook, CISN, Central Iowa Sports Network, and they'll do a good job of keeping you up to date as to what we have. What's the next broadcast, Peter?
Next game, we will be Valley at Waukee, both boys and girls.
Okay.
Then we're back here the 30th for Dowling and Johnston.
And when is the Valley Waukee? Tuesday. Okay, so Tuesday. Mark it on your calendars, folks. Tuesday, a big one. Valley and Waukee, and it's both girls and boys soccer, doubleheader. Girls and boys soccer doubleheader Tuesday here on CISN. Valley and Waukee, and you know that's going to be a good one. Do you know the start time? What is it, 5:30 probably?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. That was close. All right, well, we hope you're enjoying it. Again, Valley and Johnston tied up 1-1 here at halftime. It was Johnston with the early advantage, scoring just over 3 minutes into the half, and it stayed that way for quite a while until about 29 minutes in or so. Around the 11-minute remaining mark, Valley was able to score the equalizer. The 2 goals so far in this one. Scored by, the equalizer was by Megan Nelson, the junior for Valley. And the first goal scored by Brooke McKee, a sophomore for Johnston. So again, it's 1-1 here at halftime at Johnston High School. And you're watching Johnston and Valley soccer, girls soccer, here on CISN.TV.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
At Mid-American Energy, part of putting power in your hands is helping to keep families safe. That's why Mid-American provides free educational safety programs to schools, asks you to call 811 before you dig, have annual furnace inspections, and be aware of hazards at home. Mid-American Energy safely delivers electricity and natural gas to us in good times and stormy ones. That's Mid-American Energy.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
The other guys, they think they know what special means. At Godfather's Pizza, we do special, and we do it better. We add the T. There's a Godfather specialty pizza with your name on it. Classic combo, all meat combo, hot stuff, taco, yeah, even veggie and more. All of them piled high with the best toppings and 100% real cheese. Treat yourself special. Order specialty pizzas from Godfather's Pizza. The other guy.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau's seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
50 years.
Why do I...
Building a strong community doesn't happen overnight. It takes a vision for the future, the ability to turn a challenge into a success, and individuals who inspire new generations of growth. Greater Des Moines has done a lot of growing over the years, and so have we. At Brick Gentry Law, your success is something that we create together. Thank you for making us a part of your community. Thank you for 50 years.
The value of staying active cannot be overlooked in our lives or our young athletes. However, high-intensity workouts come with the risk of injury. If you or your child have sustained a sports injury, Select Physical Therapy in conjunction with Iowa Ortho are here to help with 2 convenient walk-in locations.
From diagnosis Through recovery, you'll be put directly into the hands of experts who will evaluate and treat your sports-related injury.
Call us today for an evaluation.
Okay, ladies, it's October and we all know what that means. Time for our annual mammograms. Iowa Radiology believes that mammograms are the best way to catch breast cancers early and save lives.
With 3D and low-dose technology, they are now more accurate and safe. It's only once a year, and if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your daughters, your friend, your sons, or your family. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology. Our focus is your good health.
Okay, ladies, it's October.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
As we're at halftime, back at Johnston Stadium on CISN.TV, and it is 1-1 at halftime. Again, thanks for joining us. My name is Jamie Brockman, joined by Shedzi here on the broadcast, and down running the camera, he's actually outside, poor guy, is Peter Tarpey, and he's also the producer running the controls for us. So great to have you with us tonight, and it's a chilly Friday night. Early spring, only the third match of the season for both of these clubs. Johnston, ranked number 8 in the latest Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union 3A rankings, comes in 1-1, and Valley, defending runners-up last season, they are number 2 ranked. They're 2-0 so far, and again, you know, Johnston did exactly what they had to do, Shedzi. Early in this contest, they set the stage. They got the first goal just a few minutes in, and then their defense, you know, held rank for about 25, 26 more minutes or so before Valley was able to get the equalizer.
Yeah, they did. They came out. It was great in terms of the start that came from Matty Smith's Dragons. Got the goal from Brooke McKee. Defended really well then for probably the next 20 minutes, and then Valley just started to come into the game a little bit more. I think they've tried to get their wide players like Meg Nelson and Hannah Olsen to use their speed and their strength and their power. That's where it started to cause Johnston some problems back there.
So as you mentioned right there as we went to halftime, if you're Johnston, you're pretty happy to be at the break with a 1-1 tie. So what does Johnston need to do in the second half to try to come out with a big upset win here tonight?
So obviously they're going to have to defend well in the wide areas. Like I said earlier, I think the wide attacking players like Catherine Chapman, Michaela Gibson, and Macy Thompson are going to have to really start helping out a little bit in terms of helping the number 2 and the number 3s out. Just as I think that's an area where Coach Chapman tries to really target teams. So and they did a really good job at the start of the half in keeping the ball and combining with Bonnet and Garcia, and so I think they're going to have to really look after the ball when they do get it back.
So we're getting ready here to start the second 40 minutes, the final 40 minutes of regulation in a 1-1 tie. And again, a goal scored. Brooke McKee got the opening goal for Johnston to put them up 1-0. She's a sophomore. And then the equalizer scored on a rebound by Megan Nelson, a junior for Valley. And here we go. Second half now underway. We'll see if Valley's a little more eager, if you will, here in the second half, like they kind of picked up their pace there as the first half went on.
Yeah, that was just what we talked about there. Thompson then just really doing the helping out. Zindelmeyer with tracking Hannah Olsen then and winning a free kick back for the Dragons. But this is important now when Johnston get the ball, that they have to really look after it so they can get a little bit higher up the field and start to get some numbers up.
So in terms of shots, you know, I'm not keeping track of statistics up here myself, but Valley had several shots in that first half, and you got to give a lot of credit to Sophie Maris, the goalkeeper for Johnston. She had several good saves in that half. The goal that was scored, she had a hand on it, bounced off of her, and then Nelson was right there for the rebound. But yeah, really good goal play on both sides by the keepers.
Yeah, some really good goalkeeping out here tonight. Yeah, she was a little bit unlucky that the ball spilled into Meg Nelson's path then. It was a good save. It was a difficult one for her to deal with. Just Megan Nelson reacting quickly to the ball and doing what she's good at.
All right, Valley now with the ball over into the far corner. Nice footwork. Free up for the cross. Head, and there's a goal by Valley, and that's the go-ahead goal, and it comes just a minute 43 into the second half. Nicely done there by Valley, and credit the footwork over in the corner there to free her up just enough to send that cross into the middle.
Yeah, really good attacking play again by Megan Nelson. Again, that's like I said, I think Rob Chapman has tried to get his wide players isolated to get them 1v1. And then a great ball in, and then Hannah Olsen coming in at the back post, and just the sheer size of and the matchup between Olsen and Zinzelmeyer there. There's probably only going to be one winner there.
So Nelson has played a part in both goals, scored one and the assist there for Valley.
Yeah.
So the Tigers lead it now 2-1.
Yeah, not the start that Coach Smith would have wanted from the Dragons coming out there. I think he would have liked to have seen it at least a few more minutes longer to keep the game 1-1. It's going to be a tough ask for Johnston right now. But one I think they're capable of, though, Jamie.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, you just got to keep your head up and keep hustling. That's all there is to it in soccer. And eventually, you know, I mean, the ball might just bounce your way. That's you never know.
That's a crazy part of the game, isn't it?
It is. Valley, though, is, I mean, they're so good at using each other and playing their positions, passing the ball, looking for the openings.
I think in terms of across the state, I think they probably have, in terms of the number of really strong attacking players that they have, I think they'll be tough to be pushed this year.
Boy, that Valley Waukee match, can't wait to see that one. For number one, number two.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
And we'll have it right here on CISN.
Yeah, Waukee have some really, really good players too as well, and interesting it will be. They've got players like Izzy Darman and Ali Williams, some really good attacking players that Waukee have. It'll be a good matchup.
Battle for possession here. Valley's going to win it just across the midfield. They send it to the outside. And taken away by Johnson.
Yeah, Catherine Chapman, just as I talked about again, she did a much better job than helping Lydia Smith there when, I mean, Meg Nelson is extremely dangerous when she's 1v1, so the sooner they can get two players round and make it a 2v1 situation, the better it will be for Johnston.
4 minutes into the second half, Valley with the go-ahead goal, about a minute 40 into the second half, and they lead it now 2-1 over Johnson. Here on CISN.TV, I'm Jamie Brockman, joined by Shedzi. And those of you that are involved in soccer here in the metro area, you know Shedzi well. He's very involved in the club programs. Has coached most of these girls you're seeing on both sides of the field tonight.
Yep.
At one level or another.
Yeah, it's a good advert for the game out here with these really a ton of talented players out there.
Throw in Valley. Nice job getting around the defender there.
Yeah, good play by Helverson. She's really dangerous when she has her back to goal and can roll defenders when they get really tight, but good covering by Zinzelmeyer.
Johnson looking to clear the ball. Get it down to their end, and they will. Maybe. Nope.
Good
Valley.
play by Garcia, but then Blake Morrow coming in and doing what she does really, really well and recovering the ball. But this is where I feel that, like I said, I think Johnston have got to really start, take care of the ball when they have it now.
And Johnson will kick that one out on the far side.
Yeah,
so
she had a little bit more time than she thought there, Claire Berger. She probably could have took a touch and tried to play to a teammate.
34 minutes left to go in the second half. It's Valley 2 and Johnston 1. Early goal, just a minute 40 into the second half. Gives Valley the 2-1 advantage. Here we come down the near sideline.
Good play by Macy Thompson. Good defending by Mackenzie Olsen.
Yeah, she's Olsen stayed with her there. She lost it a couple of times, but stayed with her enough to ricochet out of bounds. It'll stay with Johnston, but she avoided the cross there.
Let's see if we can get a good delivery from Carter Holton here. She's normally really, really dangerous on dead balls situations. See if we can get somebody attacking it from a Dragon standpoint.
Corner kick coming here for Johnston. Sends it in.
Great delivery. And Olsen again showing her ability in the air from a defensive standpoint there.
Yeah, and back to the kick itself. Yeah, she put it right where you'd want it.
Good play by Johnston. And now we have another strange decision.
I'm not sure what was the call there.
I have no idea. Oh, it looks like it went out for a throw.
Okay. So, okay. Just missed it go out of bounds there.
Yeah.
So, just under 33 minutes to go in the second half. Valley 2, Johnston 1. Johnston with the possession they throw in. Working it on the sideline, and they'll lose it out of bounds, so now Valley will throw it in.
Little shout out to our ball girls. Doing a tremendous job there. I think they might be from the Johnston Irmdale Soccer Club, Jamie. I'll get a little shout in there again.
All right.
Doing a great job in there. It's got a little bit cold. Good
Yeah.
play by Carter Holton there.
I tell you, ball boys, ball girls in soccer, they work as hard as anybody because you're constantly chasing one end to the other, making sure that there's always a fresh ball so if one does go out, you don't have to waste 6 minutes on the clock to chase it down.
Exactly.
My son did that for a couple of years back in Oskaloosa, and he got kind of tired of that. He said somebody else can do it now. But there's a shot, and
effort.
yeah, nice hard shot and great recovery by Grandia for the save. Solid shot, got a good strike on it.
Yeah, and here's Nelson again, really, really becoming a danger down that left-hand side for Valley. I think that's a foul there. I would have given it.
Here's a shot coming. Nice job. Great save there by Maris. Great save. You know, it's not easy when it's one-on-one.
She did well. Good save.
It's a wide net, and the shooter's got all the options, and the goalie's left guessing, and great job there by Maris.
Yeah, Maya McDermott's definitely a miss for Johnston tonight. I think Coach Matty's probably had to change his system a little bit in terms of his personnel. The thing with Maya as well, she's got pace. She can create stuff on her own, so it really keeps the opposition honest in terms of how they defend against them. So it's a little bit of a loss for them tonight. But the girls that have, like Bonnet and Garcia, that have interchanged have done really well for them. But I'm sure Matty will be looking to get Maya back as soon as he can.
Any word on how long that might be?
No, I believe it's a sprained ankle.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how long it's going to be. Sharp now appearing up in the left-hand side.
Good defending by Johnson in the corner, and they'll turn and kick it out. Throw in Valley. Just under 30 minutes to go. Second half here at Johnston High School. 2-1 Valley with the advantage on a early goal in the second half to take that 2-1 lead. Johnson looking for the equalizer. Nice, quick run of the ball there by the defender for
Lily
Valley.
Overstreet.
Yep.
Here's Van Weingarten, really dangerous as well when she gets running at players.
A little wide on that shot. Goal kick coming from Maris.
The thing as well with Valley, I think they've got pace in lots of areas at the back and up front, and I think they're going to cause people problems just with that, and also from a defensive standpoint against teams that do, when they play against teams that can maybe play a little bit more direct or try to stretch them in behind, they have players that can recover quickly. That's why I think they're gonna go really far this year.
Johnston working the ball in, now back out. Tried to push it through. Valley defense denies. And we come back the other way. Olsen. Down the sideline. Loses it, trying to get it back. Good job of shielding off the defender. And it's going to go off of Johnston out of bounds, or off of Olsen out of bounds. It'll be back to Johnston.
Yeah, good defending there by Johnston.
Boy, Valley's getting the early jump on the ball here on those long passes and such. It's like it just seems like they're seeing the ball a little better, and they're quicker to react to it.
Yeah, they're definitely pressing the play and hunting in packs and ones and twos and threes, and again when they win it, they break very, very quickly.
Tap back to the keeper. Sends it to the outside.
Here's a chance here for Chapman.
Chapman trying to turn it, can't.
Yeah, a little bit of loose play there from Valley, trying to play out the back.
27 minutes remain in this second half. 2-1, Valley with the lead over Johnston. Jamie Brockman here on CISN.TV, joined by Shed Z and Peter Tarpey running the camera for us on a chilly Friday night. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget next week, big one coming up on two of them. Boy-girl doubleheader. It's Valley, or I'm sorry, it's Valley and Waukee. And in the girls contest, you want to see, a potential state championship match. There you go, early in the season, number 1, number 2.
Absolutely.
So if you can get there and watch that one, if you're a fan of soccer, that'd be great to go see on Tuesday. If not, we'll have it right here on CISN.
Sydney Sharp taking a little break for the Tigers. CJ Johnson coming in. Sharp's had a really, really good game for the Tigers.
Nice passing there by Valley.
Yeah, and just shows the versatility of Blake Morrow. Blake Morrow's now been pushed into midfield a little bit, so and here again, Olsen, she's such a handful.
Yep. Nice stop by the defender there.
Yeah, good defending. And again by McKee. Great defending by McKee.
Yep, staying right with her there. Olsen gets ahead of her, but McKee stays with her.
Yeah, they're just having a little problem at the moment, Johnston, when they win the ball back and keep in possession of it.
Long shot is high, and that'll sail out of bounds. So it'll be a goal kick coming here for Johnston. 25 minutes to go, second half. 2-1, Valley with the advantage.
And Olsen taking a break, I think that'll be a little bit of a relief for the Johnston defenders at the moment.
See if they can take advantage, get the ball. The ball's not been down on Johnston's end much here last 10 minutes or so.
It's good play. And Thompson's really quick if she can get it out of her feet, but the recovery run by Abby Van Weingarten, I think you mentioned it earlier, Jamie, that the work rate of the Valley players when they lose possession of it and how quickly they close Johnston down in groups. It's really, really good pressing.
Valley throw in. And Valley gets it back again. Here we come on the attack. That's Van Weingarten. Turn, shot, and Maris will chase that one down.
Yeah, good defended by Emma Tractor. Got a little touch on it, I think. Took some of the pace off the ball, and Maris got across to pick it up.
Ball goes out on the far side. Valley throw in with 23.5 minutes remaining in the second half. It's 2-1, Valley leading. Again, we were 1-1 at halftime. Johnston, if you're just joining us or you've been in and out, Johnston scored the first goal just a couple minutes into the contest. And then Valley got the equalizer about 29 minutes or so into the first half. We went to halftime 1-1, and then quickly Valley with the go-ahead goal just about a minute 40 into the second half. And that's where we stand now, 2-1 with 23 minutes left to go in the second half. Tapped out by Johnson. Valley throw in coming. Down the far sideline.
Yeah, good defending by Claire Berger there.
Said her name a lot tonight on good defensive plays. She's been working hard.
She has. She's the entire back four for Johnston have done a good job against a really, really dangerous attack in the players that Valley have. And not only are they good players, but they're tough athletes and they're tough kids and real big desire. Unlucky there.
Yep, Johnson looking for an opening, and Valley closes it quickly. Here we come the other way now. Tigers with the ball. Nice interception there by Johnson, and taken right back by Valley. Johnson had a chance, lost it out of bounds, throw in Valley.
Good defending there. And this is where we've got to really keep the ball now. But the problem I think Johnston are having is trying to get some numbers up to really support the front players that they have. A lot of times Bonnet now is finding herself with three or four players around her.
Mm-hmm.
And that could also be, like we talked about earlier, Jamie, the fitness levels right now are early at the start of the season. I'm sure Coach Smith will be not too worried about that, knowing that once we get some match fitnesses, some games playing, then being able to play for longer periods in games.
Yeah, a lot of matches still to come. Only the third match of the season for both of these clubs. Soccer is a rather quick season as far as dates, if you will, when it starts, when it ends, but a lot of matches in that short period of time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, there's sometimes they'll play 3 matches in a week.
Yeah, they'll play more than they train.
Exactly. To the outside, looking back in, taken away. Nice defense again by Johnson. Got to find a way to push it through here, though, and get an attack on the Johnson end.
Yep, good defending by Zinzelmeyer there against Van Weingarten. Looks like Van Weingarten might have took a little knock there.
Well, he switched fields over to the far side, and it's going to be off of Johnson. Throw in Valley.
Kirstenbach coming in for Johnston, and as I said about Van Weingarten there, Sydney Sharp coming in to replace her.
Yeah,
Zinzelmeyer did a good job. She's been up against some tough players tonight.
Down the far sideline, looking to push it to the corner. Trying to find a way to cross that ball. Great defense.
Great defending by Lydia Smith there. Nelson's got the better of her the last couple of times, and Lydia Smith got the better of Meg Nelson then.
Again, Valley's defense takes over, though, with no attack by Johnson.
Nelson showing her pace again there.
Into the middle.
Good feet by Sydney Sharp. This could be dangerous.
Yeah, Valley's got a couple of options there. Johnson able to interrupt it momentarily. Now they'll come over to the near side here, looking to cross it in. Good defense, staying with it. That was
Emma Tractor by the look of it.
Okay.
Grace Matera for the attacking play. Here comes Olsen again.
So, corner kick. Near side here by Valley with 18 minutes to go in the second half. 2-1, Valley leads it. Regaining the advantage on an early goal in the second half. Able to get a leg on the corner kick, but Johnson takes it away. Now Johnson setting up here for an attack. If they can execute some passing, they might have an opportunity to actually get through here. Here we go. Best look Johnson's had so far in a while, but...
Yeah, Macy Thompson stopped the run then. It was really, really good play by Garcia and by Bonnet, and then Macy stopped the run, and I think Caitlin Bonnet thought she was going to continue her run there. It's a tough position to play in those wide areas when you're expected to get forward and also get back in terms of the defensive side that the Johnston players have had to put a shift in tonight.
Valley continues to control the ball here on their end as they have much of the second half. They'll send it way wide to the outside far corner, far sideline.
So Nelson against Smith again.
That's been a fun battle to watch between those two. It really has, and each of them have had triumphs over the other in this one.
Yes.
Send it in, and picked up by Maris.
Yeah, they've had a good battle over there. Like I said earlier, McNelson's going to go and play at the University of Iowa, so she's a top recruit.
Yep.
Against the young sophomore in Lydia Smith.
Nice step up there, takeaway by Valley.
Yeah, it's a shame they couldn't get going there because Garcia had just broken in between the lines there, and if Thompson could have released her a little bit earlier, we had a 3v3 situation. But here's trouble now, so can Bonnet weave a bit of magic.
A long shot by Johnson, and whoo.
Great effort and great save.
Yep, that's a fantastic save there in goal by Grandia.
That looked like the goalkeeper was beating all ends up there, but managed to claw it around the post.
15:40 left to go second half. Still 2-1 Valley with the advantage over Johnson.
Just goes to show, though, they looked in complete control of the second half, and then a cheap giveaway and a chance for Johnston to see if they can build something here.
Corner kick for Johnson, and that's in!
Oh.
There's the equalizer by the Dragons.
He's given offside.
Oh, wait a minute. Yep.
And I don't think she was interfering with play. I think the headers come in, and I think that what the linesman's saying is that one of the Johnston players was in the line of sight of the goalkeeper and stopped her and interfered and impeded it. So I think that's why he's disallowed the goal.
So no goal. Tough break there for Johnson. Wipes out the equalizer at 15:20 to go in the second half.
I'd like to see that again. Good play here. Good play. Can Thompson deliver a good ball in here? That might give a little bit of a momentum here for Johnston now if they can get some good possession and try to build on a little bit of that.
Well, the ball's been on Valley's end, probably 90%, if not more, of this second half so far. In the last 3 possessions, Johnston's mounted pretty decent attacks, scored the equalizer, but taken away on a offsides call.
Yeah, again, it's the crazy thing about the game. You can have all possession and opportunities, but the biggest thing is putting it in the back of the net, which is also the hardest thing to do.
Nice footwork by Olsen. Ricocheted out of bounds by Johnston, so.
Yeah, good defended by Tractor.
Yeah, I'd like to see that again, too, because, that's a tough call for that guy to make over there on the far sideline. Not necessarily disagreeing. We didn't have the view he had, but that's a tough call to make, take away that equalizing goal for the home team like that.
Yeah, the way I looked at it, I don't think the goalkeeper didn't see it coming or made an attempt for it, and I'm not sure that the Johnston player really impeded the vision of her or not. I think it just came through a crowd of players, and it's a tough call. But again, we'll have to get on YouTube and have a look at it again and see. Hopefully, Peter got it for us.
I'm sure he did. I have confidence in Peter. Peter Tarpey running the controls and the camera for us, standing outside,
braving the cold.
Tougher than us, that's for sure.
Definitely.
So again, the equalizer wiped out for Johnston on a call by the sideline judge, and we stay 2-1. Valley with the advantage. Now 13:15 to go in this second half. But a little momentum maybe building now for Johnston.
Good play by Garcia and Thompson. This could be in here. Chapman's got pace. So's Overstreet, though. 2 club teammates going against each other there. Know each other very well, but really well played by Catherine Chapman. Johnston still have some dangerous players, though, Jamie, that if they can keep the ball a little bit better, they can create some opportunities.
So goal kick coming from the far side here for Johnston. See if she can put it in the right place. Somebody can get a head on it or a knee. Nice place.
Oh, a little flick by Garcia, a little bit unlucky there.
Out the back, so goal kick for Valley.
Looks like we're in for an exciting finish here. Here's Bonnet again, causing trouble. Good block by Mackenzie Olsen. Definitely have a little bit of momentum here, Johnston. Good play by Garcia again and get on the overlap run there. Can Bonnet break free? There's McKee.
There's a long shot. Oh, off the top post. That close. That close for Johnston.
It's a crazy game.
Yep.
Good play again by Garcia. Great strike by McKee. Goalkeeper was beating all ends up, but the crossbar came to the rescue.
So Johnston scored the equalizer, but it was taken away on a call by the sideline official, sideline judge for an offsides or impeding the vision of the keeper. And we stayed at 2-1, and then that close on that shot by Johnston. Just under 11 minutes to go here in the second half. 2-1 Valley. Johnston again setting up the attack. And we've really seen a change of momentum here the last 5-6 minutes in favor of Johnston.
Crazy game. Momentum. Really, I think it's a really key part of the game that is so kind of goes under the radar in terms of how momentum switches and changes. You had Valley that were completely in control of the second half by the look of it, and all of a sudden a misplaced pass and a save by the goalkeeper, and all of a sudden Johnston's tails are up and Bonnet's on the ball again, causing problems.
Well, here comes Johnston again.
Really good play again. That's a great ball.
Through the middle to the outside.
Chapman's in.
And?
Oh, it's hit the bar again.
Oh.
And it's Thompson.
Here's a follow shot. Nope. It's going to ricochet off and out. Man, again, so close for Johnston. That's, earlier we saw, the equalizer in the first half by Valley was off a rebound, and that was a perfect chance for that there, but nobody was in the box for Johnston to get the rebound. Longer shot, sometimes that'll happen.
So that's twice that the woodworkers come to the rescue of Valley now in the last 5 minutes.
Yep.
Johnston definitely on top now. A little bit of composure needed by the Valley players right now. And if there's anybody that you want to relieve a bit of pressure, it's Olsen.
And she takes that long angling shot picked up by Maris in the box. Maris punts it away with 9:15 to go, second half. 2-1 Valley, but all the momentum right now in favor of Johnston in the white. Numerous opportunities for that equalizer, but we're still stuck 2-1.
Good play again by Bonnet, but good tackle in there by Blake Morrow again. And they've switched Meg Nelson over now. And now she's kind of appeared on the right-hand side.
Another shot from the right side there by Valley that stays wide. Goal kick for Johnston. 8:40 left to go. Plenty of time here for Johnston if they can keep up the attack.
Only takes a second to score a goal. McKee's starting to have more of an influence in central midfield now for Johnston. Again, Berger probably had a little bit more time than she really thought she had or knew. Really nice soccer player, Brooke McKee is. Chapman having a little bit more influence on the game as well on the right-hand side for Johnston.
Johnson throw in.
Well, if Macy Thompson would have just gambled a little bit there, that the flick was, the ball was going to go over Mackenzie Olsen's head.
Down the near sideline.
Good defending by Emma Tractor.
Yep. Trying to feed it to Olsen again here on the right side. 2-1, Valley leads at 7:20 left to go in the first half. Lots of opportunities here last 5-6 minutes or so for Johnston, but unable to score that equalizer. They did put one in the net, but it was taken away on a call of offsides. Another one went right off the top bar, top post.
Looks like they found their second wind a little bit here, Johnston, and maybe it's the Valley players that look like they're tiring a little bit.
So Johnson will throw in. 6:45 left to go in the half.
Oh, he's got a free kick. Yeah. Another one we didn't see.
Free kick here by Johnson. So she'll probably look to put this one kind of in the middle, over the top. See if somebody can get an advantage for Johnson.
That's a push in the back there the referee's missed.
Valley's going to take this one away. Johnson, though, fighting back, getting a foot on it. They'll send it out of bounds on the far side. Valley will throw it in, but it stops the flow there for a moment.
Good recovery by Chapman.
Into the box for the keeper, and Maris will kick it out of there. Back to Valley on the far side.
Good defending by Lydia Smith there.
Smith
Here's McKee again.
Stands her ground as they try to push it through. McKee sends it down the field, where it's picked up by Valley. 5.5 minutes to go. Starting to get crunch time now if you're Johnson.
And there's Berger again there, Jamie. Making another good stop on Halverson.
See if Johnson can get to this and clear it out. No, Valley's going to come up with it and score. Oh, again, right place, right time, the bounce of the ball, quick reaction.
Yep, Meg Nelson again.
Yep, that's second goal of the game for Megan Nelson. And, boy, she's so quick. Shadzia, I mean, just quick strike at the right time, and nobody saw that one coming.
Yeah, again, the ball went into a dangerous area. And Olsen, again, just the sheer strength of Hannah Olsen made it difficult for the centre backs there. And then it fell to Nelson, and she shifted her feet so quick and just moved it and buried it underneath the goalkeeper.
2 goals in the contest for Megan Nelson of Valley. 3-1, Valley leads it now. That was big right there, to say the least. Now it's a 2-goal advantage for Valley, and so many chances to tie this one up for Johnston, including the equalizer that was taken away by a call on the sideline official.
Yeah,
and it can shift just like that. Now all of a sudden you're down 2 with 4.5 minutes to go.
It's crazy. You got to take your chances when you're on top, and quite honestly, on the balance of play in terms of chances, Johnston have been right up there with Valley.
Yep.
This could have ended up 4-4.
So Johnston needs to score quick here. They just sent it in the middle on the free kick, but it's going to go off a Valley player out the back.
Another corner here.
4 minutes and counting to go in the second half. It's 3-1. Valley leads it over Johnston. Johnston with the corner kick here.
If they can nick a goal here, it'll make it an interesting last few minutes. But here's Nelson again, just picking the ball up. It's a game of inches, though.
Absolutely.
Two off the woodwork. They go in. It's just a different ball game.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, certainly, I would say coming into this one, no offense to anyone, but you would have had to have favored Valley. Oh, goodness sakes, that's a tough goal to give up right there by Maris. She had it, and it then ricochets. Instead of out, it goes up and over top of her fingertips and into the goal.
Yeah, just too much pace on the strike from Hannah Olsen.
And now I see Maris is down in the goal. A couple of her teammates over to check on her. Now you see the coach coming in. Hopefully Maris will be okay. 3:15 to go. Clock stops with the injury to the keeper, Sophia Maris.
Yeah, let's hope she's okay.
4-1 now, Valley.
Hannah Olsen on the goal there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Olsen with the goal. So 4-1 now, Valley. They've really this is, I'll just say this, it's not a 4-1 game the way it's been played, but the way the last couple minutes have gone, yes, Valley's taking advantage of opportunities. The ball's bounced their way, so to speak, and they score a couple quick goals. But really what I was about to say is, what I started to say was coming into this, obviously Valley was the favorite. And as you said at halftime, Johnston had to be very happy to be 1-1 after 1.5. But I think they certainly proved that they can play with the top teams in the state of Iowa.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's early days. A lot of good positives. I think that Matty Smith should be taking from it, and the players from a Johnston standpoint. If they can get McDermott fit, and she can come back and really help on the attacking end, because they've really had some really good passages of play, Johnston, tonight, and maybe someone like Maya McDermott on the end of it could have been the difference, but again, Valley though ruthless. The chances that they've put away, and we've mentioned a lot in terms of Olsen and Nelson being really their go-to players this evening, and they've both got 2 goals apiece.
Yep, they both played spectacular, and both goals by
Nelson.
Nelson, yeah, were just spectacular. I mean, just so quick reaction.
Yeah.
And see now Maris is up, and looks like she's going to tough this out and stay in. Not sure exactly what happened to her there. If maybe it was when she turned and dove back to the goal, trying to swat that one out of there before it crossed the line, might have landed funny.
Yeah. So it looks like Hannah Fagerus is going to come in.
Oh, so okay. So Maris is going to exit.
Yeah, I think you see the goals as well from Nelson, showing how quickly she is and onto rebounds, and quickly she shifts her feet. and then you've got the power of Olsen. So they have a lot of different weapons in my opinion, in terms of how they can really hurt teams.
So the new goalkeeper then would be Hannah Fagerus?
Yes,
sophomore.
Right. Yep.
Just under 3 minutes remain in this one. 4-1 now. Valley is very much in control. It's going to be tough for Johnston to score 3 goals in under 3 minutes against this tough Valley defense. But, you know, if you've, again, just joined us or you've been in and out, it was 1-1 at halftime, and it was even. And then Valley got the go-ahead goal about 1:40 into the second half. Pretty quick strike by the Tigers, and stayed that way for until just the last couple of minutes here. And Johnston, you know, really the first half of the second half, if you will, was dominated by Valley. The ball was on their end nonstop and shot after shot after shot.
Yep.
And then the momentum changed. Johnston started attacking and attacking and attacking with numerous opportunities. They scored the equalizer, and it was called off by the sideline judge on a offsides call, or impeding the vision of the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And they wiped it out, so it stayed 2-1. And then a couple more opportunities for Johnston, just slamming off the top post of the goal, or the woodwork, as Shedsy likes to call it. And I mean, really, it was that close to being equaled up, netted up, or even a 1-goal lead possibly for Johnston. And now bang, bang, last couple of minutes, and it's 4-1 in favor of Valley, just like that.
Yeah, it's a cruel game sometimes. And like I said, it's a matter of inches. I'd like to see the replay on the disallowed goal, because that could have been a real big game changer.
Absolutely. Definitely a big one, big call in this contest for sure. There's a long shot just over the top.
But I think Johnston can take a lot of heart in terms of the chances that they've created. Yeah, they had to defend for long periods, but you know, they showed some great character coming back, and then for a 10-15 minute spell with a far better team, and again, if one of those chances goes in, it could be a completely different game.
And it's not going to get any easier for Johnston. It's not when you play in this league. You've got Tuesday they go to Mason City, long trip, and then next Monday, the 30th, they host number 7 ranked Dowling, and then May 4th they take on the defending state champs Ames, who's number 9 ranked. So a lot of tough competition to come yet for Johnston. But again, I think an early message to themselves that they can do this, and that they're at times certainly as good as anybody.
Yeah, they shouldn't be too disappointed with obviously they'll be disappointed with the result, but in terms of the scoreline, I think it was a lot closer than what it'll actually look to people.
So 4-1, Valley leads it. We're nearing 1 minute to go here in the contest. Valley is going to move to 3-0 on the year, and Johnston will drop to 1-2 at this point. Big one coming up on Tuesday. Don't forget, again, if you're a fan of soccer, get over and check it out if you can. It's I think is that at Waukee, Peter? Yeah, it's at Waukee, and it's going to be Valley and Waukee. It's a boy-girl doubleheader. Starts at 6 o'clock on Tuesday at Waukee. And in the girls' contest, you're going to see number 1 Waukee against these number 2 Valley Tigers, and that'll be something to see.
Yeah, some exciting matchups.
If you can't make it there, it'll be live right here on CISN on Tuesday. Under 30 seconds to go now.
Yeah, it looks like the young freshman Emma Byrne came in for Valley, and Mackenzie Bryan came in for Catherine Chapman for Johnston.
So final seconds ticking away in this one, and it's going to end with a 4-1 Valley win here at Johnston over the Johnston Dragons, as we're down to just a couple seconds, and there is the final horn. So final score, it's Valley 4 and Johnston 1, but if you just look at the final score of this one, you're not going to know the story. That's for darn sure.
No, and that could be to Johnston's advantage a little bit. You know, when they play other teams, they look at it. If nobody watches it on Huddle or takes a look at it, you know, it could play into their hands a little bit. But again, Valley shown that they're going to be tough to beat this year.
And hopefully Sophie Maris will be okay for Johnston. She exited the game late there after that 4th goal by Valley. Didn't see exactly what happened to Maris, but she was shaken up and had to exit the game, and like I said, hopefully she'll be okay because she's a great goalkeeper for the Johnston Dragons, and it's going to hurt her stats a little bit with 4 goals shown against her in this contest. But really, she played some pretty sound goal, and I thought the Johnston defense was strong much of the game. And then, like you said, at times you saw very clear glimpses of how tough and how talented this Johnston offense can be.
Absolutely.
So, again, the final, Valley wins it 4-1 here today over the Johnston Dragons, and Valley stays perfect on the year, 3-0. Johnston drops to 1-2 on this young season. A lot of soccer yet to be played, of course, as we move through this spring, and a lot warmer games to watch yet.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so, man.
That's for sure.
Let's hope so.
So, all right, well, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll kind of recap this one a little bit, give some closing thoughts, and preview what's to come on CISN. So don't go away. We'll be right back here at Johnston Stadium to put the finishing touches on.
We all know what that means. Time for our annual mammograms. Iowa Radiology believes that mammograms are the best way to catch breast cancers early and save lives.
With 3D and low-dose technology, they are now more accurate and safe. It's only once a year, and if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your daughters, your friend, your sons, or your family. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology. Our focus is your good health.
Okay, ladies, it's October and we all know what that means. Time for our annual mammograms. Iowa Radiology believes that mammograms are the best way to catch breast cancers early and save lives.
With 3D and low-dose technology, they are now more accurate and safe. It's only once a year, and if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your daughters, your friend, your sons, or your family. Visit iowaradiology.com or call to schedule an appointment. Iowa Radiology. Our focus is your good health.
At Mid-American Energy, part of putting power in your hands is helping to keep families safe. That's why Mid-American provides free educational safety programs to schools, asks you to call 811 before you dig, have annual furnace inspections, and be aware of hazards at home. Mid-American Energy safely delivers electricity and natural gas to us in good times and stormy ones. That's Mid-American Energy.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
All right, we are back here at the brand new Johnston Stadium, and man, what a facility this is here at Johnston. So, congrats to everybody on that beautiful facility here at Johnston High School, and thanks for having us in tonight too. We very much appreciate it. I'm Jamie Brockman, joined by Shed Z here on the broadcast, and Peter Tarpey running the camera and the controls for us. And tough loss tonight for the hometown Johnston Dragons. Valley wins it 4-1. Again. For Valley, there are 4 goals, 2 each for Hannah Olson and also for Megan Nelson. So 2 for the junior Nelson and 2 for the senior Hannah Olson. The lone goal scored by Johnston came early in the contest, just about 2.5 minutes into the first half, and it was a great one off the leg of Brooke McKee, a sophomore for the Johnston Dragons. So again, as we just kind of look back and recap this one, Shedzi, I think, you know, if you're a Johnston coach, you're just kind of telling your players right now, keep your heads up. It's early in the season, and we showed a lot tonight. Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't be too down on the players, and the players shouldn't be too down on themselves. Again, it's early in the season. They hit the woodwork twice. Had a goal disallowed, which will be interesting to see when we come back on it, and really
played a really good game, and it kind of went to and fro a little bit, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it was both teams had control of this one at different times, and both teams, maybe Johnston at times might have looked down and out, but they got that extra step, so to speak, a little extra fuel, and fired right back and got back into it. And I think you're going to see Johnston surprise some teams this year. I really do. And
absolutely.
Obviously, Valley, they've got a target on their back all year long. They're the defending runners-up at state a year ago. They're number 2 ranked, and everybody's going to be gunning for them. But, boy, big one coming up on Tuesday in this league with Valley and Waukee. And on the girls' end, it's number 1 and number 2 at Waukee on Tuesday. That's going to be a fun one. And
it's a tasty one.
Yeah, that one, that could be you squeeze just one goal through on either end, and that could be all it takes in a game with 2 teams like that.
Yeah, like we said earlier, there's some real attacking talent on display for both Waukee and Valley when they play, and it's just like tonight. You saw the weapons that Valley have, and how clinical they were in terms of putting their chances away.
And another thing for Johnston, with all the good things you did see tonight, don't forget Maya McDermott not in the lineup, and she will be back, I would imagine, not too long of a absence for her with that sprained ankle.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I think Coach Matty Smith should be pleased with how his team performed tonight. They had to defend for periods of it, but the character they showed and just have a little bit more belief now when they come out there that, they've created chances without their top goal scorer. And their threat. So, I think players like Garcia and Bonnet really stepped up tonight. So if you throw a McDermott in there with them, then I think they can cause some problems.
All right. Well, once again, your final here tonight. It is West Des Moines Valley 4 and Johnston 1. Couple late goals scored in a flurry of just a couple of minutes there by Valley that actually kind of opened this up, make it look a little worse than it was if you look at just the final score. But a great game by both teams, and a lot of good and positives to take out of this for both. So Valley moves to 3-0, and Johnston drops to 1-2. Shedsy, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you, and
it was great.
Thanks for bringing your soccer knowledge to the broadcast, and you're welcome back anytime.
Yeah, I'd love to do it again sometime for you guys.
All right.
Thank you so much for having me.
Keep up your great work with the clubs too.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You bet. All right. Well, big thanks to everybody here at Johnston High School for inviting us in and the hospitality here, allowing us to come and bring this to you. We thank all of you for watching, and of course all of our sponsors who make it possible. Don't forget, coming up on Tuesday next week, the big one. It's a boy-girl doubleheader as Valley takes on Waukee. That is at Waukee on Tuesday night, 6 o'clock start time, and we'll have it for you if you can't be there right here on CISN.TV. On the girls match, it's number 1 Waukee against number 2 West Des Moines Valley, and you get the boys on top of it. So we'll see you then, and then after that we'll be back here on the 30th to once again see the Johnston girls in action on CSN. So for Shedsy and our producer and cameraman Peter Tarpey, my name is Jamie Brockman. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Have a fun and safe weekend, and we'll see you soon here on CISN.
Chevy Truck Month at Schottenkirk Chevrolet in Waukee means 0% for 72 months on all 17 Silverados and Colorados. For a limited time, 20% off 17 Cruze, Trax, and Malibu. New 18 Equinox, Power Trucks, Shoe 24 per month. 0% for 72 months on a huge selection of 17 Silverado and Colorados. It's Truck Month in Waukee. Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.